Hi friends, it is Luke from Holistic Survival School outside of Asheville, North Carolina. It is a very special year, 2025, here in the Asheville, Western North Carolina area. We have a 17-year-old brood that is hatching, bigger numbers of cicadas than we're used to every single year. And so it's pretty fun to see all these new creatures emerging. I've seen like so many coming out of the ground, just seeing their whole life cycle. And I'm a big entomologist. I'm a friend of the bugs, friend of the insects, friend of the invertebrates, all those creepy crawlies that no one else loves. I love them. But I love them so much that sometimes I really want to connect with them deeply. And in this way, I want to act as my ancestors did. If there was a whole bunch of big bugs around, humans all around the world, when they saw an opportunity for a meal, they said, let's get it, let's go for it. So I've done this once before in my life, but want to document it again. See if we can't make some delicious cicada skewers and taste them and see how we do. Let's give it a try. So I got some amazing barbecue skewers made from bamboo. And look, just a few steps out of my door, there's a good one right there. See one on top of a blueberry bush here. See if I can get it before it flies away. All right. Here we go. Perfect. Thanks, friend. So I got a good start, just about 10 steps away from my door. Feels kind of brutal to do this, but I know insects are a little different than how we view other creatures, and they still feel pain and all that, don't get me wrong, but this is, if a bird were to do this, I wouldn't feel so bad. So, and also, you know, there's a bajillion of them, and that's the point. So if you think this is cruel, well, I hear you. And is it not cruel to kill a plant? Is it not cruel to kill any other critter? So off to a good start. Right on this edge, I can see one. Let's see if I can get it. Ready? Here we go. The great hunter stalks his prey. I'm all sweaty. The hunt is intense. Oh, how did I miss that? What the H? I swear I had that one. Okay, whilst looking for the one I missed here, I see two in my driveway here. An unusual play by the cicada. Let's see if they're still alive and still worth eating. Seems to be dead, but maybe still tasty. Seems pretty fresh. Let's check out this one. Also pretty dead, but two more for the collection. Maybe we give them a try. After inspecting these two nearly dead ones, they seem fresh enough for me. So, you know, maybe they have a worm in them and that's why they died. And, you know, maybe I'm going to learn something about not to eat dead cicadas, but this is called science. This is for you. This is for you, the viewer. Look, see, I'm doing this for you. And the legs. Okay, I'm up in the woods now, ready to make a little fire, ready to get these guys cooking. Oh, look, I got some fresh spring greens right next to me. Oh, wow. I'm gonna make fire with some sticks. I got some tinder from tulip poplar. I got a hand drill set. This is what I love teaching. So let's make a fire with this, and let's cook these bad boys up and see how they taste. So my general rule of thumb is if I'm killing something, I'm going to make a sacred fire by rubbing sticks together. I'm going to use my stone knife that I flint knapped here to cut the trench on my piece of wood, and basically take a long skinny spindle, spin it a whole bunch on that board until it goes so hot that there's a little baby ember in there. You can see it smoking. Put it in my tinder bundle, blow it into flames, get some flames, feed it up, put some sticks, get a good coal base. Gets a little smoky, just needs a little more air. And there we go. Just as simple as that. So, between gathering them all, getting my materials ready, starting a fire, and now cooking it down, right before I cook these fellas, they're still moving. So if you're like, that's cruel, it's not like they're feeling pain. Insects use hydraulics to control their body. So when you penetrate them or pierce them or rip a leg off or do anything like that, they can shut that part off and just keep functioning like totally normal. So they're a little bit different than us. Hydraulics were invented by insects, not by humans. So you can see they're still like, they still got life to them, and they're not, in my opinion, suffering more. They're not stoked on being on a stick, but their life is sacred. Their life is important, and so is mine. And we're gonna cook them up. So, oh, hi there. Didn't see you there. Just gonna get my roast on. Gonna do a little singe first. See if we can't finish them off first. Sorry, friends. See how well I can do here by being patient. I never was good at roasting marshmallows. This is basically the same thing, in my opinion, but we'll see. Why would I eat bugs? Good question. For me, it's about connecting to my landscape and hanging out with these bugs and hanging out with these individuals. And also, I'm assuming there is some nutrition in cicada that I've never gotten in any other organism. And knowing that my ancestors and people around the world eat cicada, there's probably something beneficial to doing that. There's a reason people did that. So I'm just going to trust the innate wisdom of my ancestors and just nature, and trust that there's going to be some benefit to me crunching on these bad boys. And it's also just something to do. Even if I had all my needs met, you know, like on my couch eating food, there's something magical that has happened to me in the last few hours of just running around my land looking for bugs. There's an aliveness, there's an excitement that comes in my body. I get to make a fire, I get to lay on the earth, I get my hands dirty, you know, like those are all beneficial things that modern humans need more of. And science has shown all that stuff helps. So even if this tastes like crap, you know, which it might, I don't know. I haven't had cicadas in a while, and I haven't had this species of cicada. If it does taste like crap, there was still some fun and benefit to it. So we'll see how we do here. Here's how we're doing. Looking a little toasty. Kind of curious. I'm like, is it still gooey inside? Oh, kind of cooked. Oh, hell yeah. Oh, yeah. I wish I didn't burn them so much. Oh, my God. No, it's like good. It's very nutty. It tastes like almonds. Is it almonds? Let me go back for another. That one, not so good. I don't know what the difference was between those last two. That one was not so good. Maybe that was a dead one? All right, try this one. Back to good. Yeah. So the first few were good. And then I got to a couple bad ones that did not taste good. And I spat them out immediately. My body was like, And I don't know, maybe those were the dead ones. Maybe they were sitting around. But these ones that I'm eating, I barely cooked them. I really just kind of like singed them. They're still kind of gooey inside. There's like a goo going on inside. Smoke's getting me, but it was great. Let me get out of the smoke. So far, you know, it's like a solid. Oh, that one's really good. There's variance within the individuals, for sure. Yeah, there's some good ones. But it's like, kind of like burnt popcorn, burnt nuts kind of thing. That one was good. There's some that are like, bang, hit you with some like oil and some flavor. It was good. But yeah, I singed them a little more. Maybe I didn't want to. There's definitely an oil in there. Like a rich, almost like butter. Tastes really good. Like solid, like 7 out of 10. I would snack on those. If those were easier for me to get and cook, I would snack on those for sure. Yeah, like 7 out of 10. It's like kind of like a shellfish, nutty, buttery taste. Yeah, it's like I put butter on some shrimp. That's great. Appalachian Tree shrimp for the win. Well, thanks for following me on my adventure. My skewer is empty. That means it's time to go back to my couch. It was a good adventure for the day. And gratitude for the cicadas. Gratitude that their body will now become part of my body. Gratitude that they got me outside. Gratitude for their song. Gratitude for this ecosystem. And yeah, for these animals that have been in the ground for 17 years waiting for this moment to hatch and emerge. And gratitude to the thousands and thousands of cicadas that are above me right now singing. And I'm going to repeat this cycle 17 years from now. And I will remember this moment in my own backyard, eating some insects, eating some cicadas on my little handmade fire. So thanks for watching. Let me know, would you try to eat bugs? Is that something? I'm curious on like how much of the normal population would eat something like cicadas. So let me know. Curious. I'll put a little vote thing on it. Talk to you later. Bye. Honey's curious about it. What is this? No, those are for me, not for you.